This is Ben-Hur, the video game. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So we're here on Series X taking a look at one of the most technologically advanced, gripping, and most exhilarating games ever created. So what are we getting here? Well, it's probably 1080p, 9,000 FPS. Obviously it's so fluid that like the TVs aren't even here to enjoy the magic of this. It's auto HDR and yeah, it's Ben-Hur. You are you're doing racing, chariot racing. I don't know how to describe it. That's all this is. You go around on the track smashing your competitors. And it gives you like a freeze-in frame thing where it's like, hey yo, you just took that person out. And yeah, that's it. It's Ben-Hur the video game. That's really that's what this is. If you've been waiting, decades for a tie-in experience that captures the magic of Ben-Hur, well, this is it. This is the Ben-Hur game that you've been waiting for. So here it is. It's the listed now. So it's no longer available. But if if you still have access to it, it's a remarkable achievement in gaming technology. It really is. I mean, where else do you get to like chariot race like this? Nowhere else. Nowhere else. It was a true gem of the library. I mean, it was honestly even too powerful for the consoles at the time. That's probably why it disappeared. Oh, did I die? I died? Well, that's depressing. It's also really, really jagged around the edges. If you're not seeing that, yeah, it's very, very jagged. But as you can tell, there's great horse technology at play here. I mean, we literally are seeing, like, tons of horses racing. I've got 4 horses, they've got 4 horses. It's like all the horses of the apocalypse just kind of horsing around. You know what I mean? I mean, like, look at this. You literally get to live out your chariot racing fantasies. If you've ever wanted, to ride a chariot, you've ever wanted to be like a chariot racer, this is it. This is like, you know what I mean? That this is cutting edge technology. Like, I didn't think we'd ever get a game this gripping, this cutting edge, this edge of your seat thrill ride. It's like, where do they keep coming up with these incredible games? I don't know. But somebody out there was like, okay, we've got a new Ben-Hur movie coming out, which I actually kind of forgot that movie actually came out and that I reviewed it at the time. And they're like, well, how do we advertise this? How do we get the word out about Ben-Hur? And they're like, we're going to make the most legendary game ever created. And, that's why we got this game right here. This is why Ben-Hur exists, because, they needed to deliver something that was so mind-blowing that everybody would be like, hey, let's dive in and let's go watch Ben-Hur. Let's go buy Ben-Hur. Not the classic, but the new version. And what we'll do is we'll throw the guy, the main character, throw his face right over everything. He'll be in the top corner, he'll be on the loading screens, everyone will know it's him. And that's all you gotta do. And then it's just the guy just running around whipping people with his chariot. That's Ben-Hur the video game. I mean, like, look at this. This is edge of your seat thrill ride action. I never thought I would experience anything quite like this. But alas, here we are, taking out competitors, trying to be the best there ever was, easy achievements to a degree. It's just riveting, And to be able to come back here and once again compete and see all these horses going wild. I mean, look at that horse. It just like literally flew in the air. That's this physics being like pushed to its actual just limit. Like, we didn't even know really what the console was capable at the time until this game came out, and it was just like, whoa, maybe there's something these platforms can do to deliver us that true next-gen experience. I mean, look at that. Simply stunning physics. The technology, The excitement, the thrill of the crowd. I mean, where else do you get anything remotely like this? And it loads even faster with the power of the next-gen console. It's amazing. It's like, it's just breathtaking that this is the Ben-Hur experience that we were, you know, kind of waiting for. I was just like, you know, when do we get to play Ben-Hur again? And everyone was like, I don't know, is now the time? And I was like, there was never not a good time for a Ben-Hur game, and it's about time that I came in here and took a look at this gem. Because I was starting to think that maybe people forgot about Ben-Hur the game. And it's, how could you forget about this kind of legacy and excitement? It's just absolutely delightful. I mean, the horses, the physics, the carts exploding. It's insanity. Look, even my cart goes flying, and it's just like, whoa. I just want to jump in for another lap, you know what I mean? It's like, I can't get enough of Ben-Hurting them. There's also, like, a deep story about, like, you know, characters and stuff like that. There's kind of like an iconic, oh wow, you know, an iconic film franchise or film movie and whatnot, and it's like, you know, let's remake this random movie. It makes total sense. People will come out for this again. You know, everybody that watched the original decades and decades and decades, or half a century ago, was definitely going to come out to see this. You know, they didn't get their fill from the classic. And obviously this movie came out at some point that this is based on. You know, it released and stuff. Did people watch it? You know, it's hard to say. Probably not. But yeah, you know, you can relive every moment of the thrilling action here within this experience, though. I mean, look at this chariot racing. It really feels like you're, you know, right at the edge of your seat. Just horse racing. Chariot horse racing. You know, I really feel the anticipation, the excitement of, like, the whip. You know, I really feel like I'm whipping them. You know, I finally get that thing of why people enjoy whips so much, I think, is, like, not only the indie aspect, but, you know, the other side of whipping. Where it gets a little exciting. And, you know, and you're out there when there's horses involved, and there's people involved, and, you know, there's a lot of dudes just, like, just whipping each other, and you're a part of the scene, you know? You're in there. The thrill of the whips, the thrill of the race and the chase. I'm not having a whole lot of luck, kind of surviving. That's what happens when you put your chariot out there, you know? I will be Ben victorious.